Hey guys, how's it going? Back again with another quick update. Um, this time, a lot of really cool positives in an otherwise not positive uh, time for me. Um, Again, this is how long I've been on Lexapro for. It's currently Saturday the 26th, but this has been the hardest week ever since 4 months ago, where I was at my lowest, and at that point that led me to therapy, medication, and I think I'm going to share about what it is I'm going through explicitly in another video, and that might be useful to other people on the internet, but so that it has to do with why I've been feeling very, very bad this past week. So I'll start first with the symptoms, or not symptoms, because I'm still feeling no symptoms from 10 milligrams, and I've now taken it in the morning around 8 a.m. in the morning. So there's no symptoms on that end, but I'll talk about the anxiety and depression. So I have general anxiety disorder and moderately severe depression, sometimes moderate depression. It changes, but as some of you who are in therapy or on medication might know, there is a scoring system in which doctors score you on to determine the level of anxiety and depression that you have. So if those numbers interest you, I could talk about them, but I am moderately depressed, and I have general anxiety disorder or severe anxiety, and the last week has been the worst week for me. I've been so very depressed, and it's more of the depression than anxiety. So I think I've talked about this in previous episodes, where anxiety has always been with me my whole life, and that the depression is just sort of circumstantial. Well, the anxiety is like, moderate, but the depression is just way up there. And some examples of that are, on the worst days, I slept for like 12 hours, would come home, just zero energy and motivation to talk about what had happened, and just slept for 12 hours. And I've had a few days like that, sleeping from 10 to 12 to sometimes more, and I've never experienced that before, that side of depression. Usually it's just the sadness, but this is the first time I'm experiencing really sleeping for that long, and I like it. I mean, it's been good, because obviously the days pass, but I wake up feeling refreshed, and lack of sleep is something that I am guilty of because of work, and I don't know if medication is related to that, but again, I do get up at 4:30 in the morning to work at 5 a.m., and it is often hard for me to sleep for more than 6 hours daily. But the depression and all this is circumstantial, and I think I'm ready to share about it in another video. It'll probably have a thumbnail where you'll see what it's about, and you'll know from there. But yeah, incredibly depressed. But now for the silver lining, or the good news. I think without Lexapro and therapy, it'd be a lot worse. I would be I'd be doing worse things. And I definitely feel like I've had so many breaks, like in this last week, and every day, like breaks in the sadness, where I've felt okay, where I've been able to look at things objectively, where I've been able to not be overwhelmed or overcome by my emotions, and that is such a huge win for me, because this is probably the first time in my 28 years of living where I've reacted in this way to what is the worst time in my life right now. But you know, I juxtapose that fact with the fact that I'm also the healthiest that I've ever been. Despite what I'm going through, and despite just the depression and anxiety, at this point in my life, this is the healthiest I've ever been, and that gives me like strength, that motivates me, that encourages me to know that Lexapro works, therapy works, and that I have hope for my future. You know, I have hope for a healthier me, and when this does all blow over, yeah, just like living life in color, feeling, seeing in color, and not letting myself be defined by anxiety or depression, but really making something out of my life because of medication, because of therapy. So that's my quick little update for you guys. As always, thank you for commenting on these videos. Love and so encouraged to see how some of you guys are really healing and how you're really doing on this medication. And let's keep the conversation going. Keep telling me how you're doing. Keep telling me what you're going through, and letting me know, you know, how we can be there to root you guys on. So, as always, if you've enjoyed the video, please like it, and if you've made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing for more content. But until then, I'll see you guys.